Welcome to Selective class. This is STEM and Science made simple by Selective, and I gave a very pictorial view of the structure of an atom and give a visual impression or model how students will feel and have a feel or touch of a concept of an atom. So, what is an atom? You ask a student. So, an atom in science look like something in this form. Now, let's look at structure of an atom. Now, what's an atom in science? As you can see the diagram, it's an atom is made of the building block of everything around us, every object. Any building block made up of tiny particle called an atom. Any tiny particle in science made of atom. Anything that you can take, break it down to pieces. The tiny particles an atom. When they come together, they form a unit called an object or a compound. So in chemistry, atom look in this form. This is an atom. You can see that atom has Pn. Inside this Pn is a nucleus of an atom. This is a nucleus that are protons and neutrons. An electron revolve around an atom. These are the electrons revolving around the shells of an atom. So at the center of an atom is called a nucleus. As you can see, the nucleus contains protons and neutrons. Surrounding the nucleus are the negatively charged electrons. Negatively charged electrons and the protons determine number of protons determine the elements. Yes, elements, we have more than 100 type of elements. In my next video, I'll tell you, we shall look at the elements. So the proton tell the particular type of element we have, while electrons responsible in the chemical reactions. So understand the structure of this atom help us to know how the atom behave. So the red button to all the protons are here, the protons and neutrons is here in the nucleus, and the electrons revolve around the shells. So the number of protons determine number of electrons in each atom. Okay, let's go to the next lesson. Now look at this lesson now. As we can see, some atoms. What is an atom? So from this concept, what is an atom? Atom, the smallest unit of matter made up of anything around us. Anything around us is an atom. You take this die, you break it down to pieces. The smallest particle is an atom. This is how it works like. If you take an element, periodic table, the number of protons and neutrons and electrons determine the particles of an atom. So what are the three types of atoms the students are protons and neutrons? We look at it already. So atoms, as is a unit simplest particle, have three main parts of atom: protons, neutrons, and electrons. Now, the next question you can ask our student is, what is the nucleus located in an atom? As you can see, nucleus is the center of an atom. So in a picture, in the center of an atom, we have to score the nucleus. And the particle found in the nucleus, as you know, is the Pn. That's the protons and nucleus. So the next question is, what charge does the proton have? Protons, we can see here the green, they are positively charged. Electrons are negatively charged. They revolve around the nucleus of an atom. And the neutrons are O. So 0 is here, plus 1 is here. That is the charge of an atom. Now, what does the neutron have? Neutrons have no charge. So they give them 0. So simple, students say this. The next question is, what charge does electron have? Let you know is electron. We can see from the picture, electrons are negatively charged to revolve around the nucleus of an atom based on shell. So the number of electrons depend on the proton number. The higher the proton number, the more the electrons. This is how it works in chemistry. Where are the electrons found? Electrons are found outside the nucleus, as you can see, outside the nucleus or the shells of an atom. Now, let me ask the next question based on what we learned. Which particle determines the identity of an element? As you say, the proton. The proton determines the identity of an element. For example, if you have particle like lithium atomic number is 3. So because lithium atomic number of 3, the proton number determines the particle is lithium. For example, sodium Na atomic number of 11. So what determines this to be sodium is what? proton number, which is atomic number of 11. So in a nutshell, we can say that the structure, the part that determines the identity of an element is the proton number. So why is atomic structure important? Yes, atomic structure helps to understand how matter is formed. These subtile react with each other, how matter is formed. So in a nutshell, this is a simple lesson to introduce students of concept of atom, and they'll be very pleased. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Bye bye. C'est Latif. STEM lesson.